Hello everyone, here we are, just the two of us, 2/3 of a band on ship, so a band on, or close. Right, enough of that. We are here today to talk about our tutorial for a lovely song, Killing Me Softly with His Song. This was written in 1972 by an American songwriting partnership of Norman Gimbel, the lyricist, and Charles Fox, the composer. It has a strange genesis, this story. In 1971, those two songwriters took under their wing a 19-year-old aspiring singer-songwriter named Laurie Lieberman, and they started working with her. And then early in 1972, she went to a concert at the Troubadour Club in Los Angeles to see Don McLean. Not the Brummy comedian that rides an ostrich, no, the American Don McLean, you know, the one who did Vincent and American Pie and some other wonderful songs. And she was absolutely moved by his performance, and it spoke to her in a way that she was unfamiliar with, and she made notes of how his performance made her feel. Took them back to Norman Gimbel and Charles Fox, and the three of them collaborated over putting this song together. Norman Gimbel already had an idea about the lyrics including killing and softly, and so this song was the result. It is definitely a young girl's reaction to hearing Don McLean sing. So, Roberta Flack had a huge hit with this in 1975, and she did it in the key of E minor. Well, if you play E minor shapes on a guitar and then transfer those same finger shapes to a ukulele, then you're raising the overall sound by a musical fourth, which means that what you play in E minor shapes on a guitar translates to a ukulele as A minor shapes, which is a happy coincidence because it suits my singing range for this song. Okay, that's the background. Let's get on with it. There's no introduction to this song. It just comes straight in on an E minor note, on E minor chord. Yes. Thank you, Pam.
You're on guitar.
Yeah, I'm still on the guitar. Yeah, right. Switch mode. You start on an A minor chord, but an A minor chord consists musically of three notes: an A, an E, an A, a C, and an E. Okay, you've got four notes to play on a ukulele, so what are you going to do with the fourth sound? You've got the first three, A, C, E. If you play just 2 0 0 0, then you get A, C, E, A, which is fine because that's in the A minor chord. However, if you want to voice it slightly differently, you duplicate the C note rather than the A note by putting your little or middle or ring finger onto the third fret of the A string, which gives you a duplicated C note instead of a duplicated A note. With the A, with a duplicated C, it's so two C's. And that's so just gives the A minor chord a slightly different voice, which fits this song better than an ordinary plain A minor. So recommend that whenever you come across an A minor, play it like that, because it just sounds better, it suits this song better. Right, so we start on an A minor, strumming my pain with these, and then we go to a D minor, fingers, then to a G7, singing my life with his joystick. Right, what's hard about that? A minor, D minor, G7, C. Nothing. There is nothing difficult about playing this song, playing the chords to this song. There's one chord, if you've had the song sheet, that you might blanch and think, what on earth, exactly as Pam did. She looked at it and said, WTF. But trust me, when we actually break it down, it's not difficult. There are no difficult chords in this song. So, as we've seen from the first line, A minor, D minor, G7, C, Second line, A minor, D major, G, F. So, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song. And the third line of the chorus is telling my whole life with his words, C and an F. Okay, now we come across that strange thing that looks, as Pam suggested, like an email password. B flat major 7th sharp 11th. Right, okay, let's break that down. B flat major 7th with a sharp and 11th. Somebody probably played those 4 notes and thought, that sounds nice, what can we call it? And worked backwards from there. And so the way it works is this. The notes you require to make this chord are B flat, D natural, E natural and A natural. So let's put those together. First of all, we start with the B flat. I'm using a low G, my low G Carla tenor. Pam's using her high G soprano, but it doesn't matter. A B flat is a B flat, never mind which octave it's in. So we start with a B flat, and then the next note we need is a D natural. Okay, B flat and D natural are the first 2 notes in the B flat major chord. So let's call it a B flat something. So we've got now if you think about it and look at your chord charts, a B flat is 3-2-1-1. Now a B flat major 7th is 3-2-1-0, and it's got that A note that we need. We remember B, D, E, A. So we've got the B and the D and the A in a B flat major 7th chord. So it's a B flat major 7th with a little difference, and that little difference is that when you're trying to note jazz chords, as this is, rather than use 4, 5, 6 and 7 counting from B flat, when you put the jazz chords in, you carry on counting from 8. So a note within the B flat scale that's unusual may well be called by a 9th, a 10th, 11th or a 13th rather than the 4, 5, 6, that sort of stuff. So in this case, what we're doing is taking the 11th note from the B major scale, which is, if you call the B flat 8, then the C is 9, the D is 10, and the 11th is E flat. But we want to sharpen that E flat to make it an E natural, so it's there. Now wait a minute, we've got another E note elsewhere on the fretboard, haven't we? We've got an open E string. In fact, the second string is open. Put those all together and what you come up with for this B flat major 7th sharp 11 is 3, 2, 0, 0. See? I told you it was nothing to worry about. It's a 2-finger chord. And it's absolutely beautiful, and it's what gives this song its real hook, its bite and its piquancy. And it's also doubly useful because you're following it with an A major chord, which, as we all know, is 2-1-0-0. So you're going from 3-2-0-0 down to 2-1-0-0. So all you need to do is take that same finger shape and slide it down 1 fret. Simples, as they say, and beautifully effective. So that takes us through the chorus of the song. So if you put that all together, we get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, killing my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. See, you didn't even have to look. It just goes there naturally. Now, after the chorus on Roberta Flack's recording, there's just a little musical interlude of 4 bars at 1, 2, 3, 4 speed, a bar of D7th, so D minor, and a bar of C6th, So 1, 2, 3, 4, it's C6 like that, and it's just got a little musical motif going on over the top of that, and it's just an A note and a G note. Over the D minor chord is, and then over the C6th chord it's repeated. And then we get into the verse. And the verse again is even more simple than the chorus, because it's simply a D minor 7th, 2 2 1 3, a G, a C major 7th, 0 0 0 2, and an F, an ordinary F, 2 0 1 0. So put that together and we get, I heard he sang a good song, I heard he had a style, and then we get another D minor 7th, another G minor, and an A minor. So, and so I came to see him and listen for a while. Third line of the verse is D minor 7th, G 7th, C, and then an E 7th to lead you back into the A minor. So, and there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes. Back into the chorus. Okay, so the chords to accompany a performance of this song are not difficult. So if you're playing in a group, then you get somebody just to play those plain simple chords while you dazzle them with your virtuosity, because you can play the tune of this song within the chords that you're playing with just a few slight variations. So let's run quickly through the chord melody, and I'll start with the verse because it's actually easier, but it will give you the idea. So where the accompaniment shows a D minor 7th, if you're playing a chord melody, play it as a plain D minor and leave your index finger off, because the starting note for the tune is an E natural, which is obviously the E string open. And then, I heard he sang a good song, you need an D, 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 D. That shouldn't be difficult because we're going from a D minor to a G, and most of those notes seem to be pretty much already there. So we start with our D minor with the index finger off, then you put it on. I heard, then you put your little finger on the G note, the 3rd fret of the E string. I heard he. Then you go into a G chord, but again, if you leave the A string open, sang a good song. That's all you need, those 2 fingers. For a G, it's actually a G with an added 9th, but so if we put those together, we played a D minor chord and a G chord, almost. And then we're going to a C, which, if the accompaniment is playing a C major 7th, but we look at it as a plain C chord, but actually a C 6th chord, because you need that A note, that open A string. Because the tune you need is, so that's A, G, F, E, F, C. So you can do that pretty much in a C chord and then moving to an F. So we're going on the C, which is the C6. Keep that G there. Now, it might be a good idea, because I heard he sang a good song. We've done good song. Hold that shape. I heard he had, and then we're going actually to an F, but leave your index finger off for a second, for one note. Had a style, and then you've got that C. So put all that first line together, we get this. Nice and slowly, 2, 3, 4. Sounding good already, isn't it? And the second line is very much the same principle. Start on the D minor but leave the index finger off because you're starting on the E note again. And so I came, so you need that A note there, on the D minor, and then to the G but with the added ninth. And to see him, then you need the B note, so you need to complete the G, and then to an A minor. Listen for so you're doing a run down on the holding the A minor down. So and that works. So and then we get the third line of the verse. Now we do need a D minor seventh because we're going to a C note, and there he stood. Okay, so and there he was, playing G7, was this young boy. So we've got that E note again on a G7th chord, lifting the index finger, and then putting it on. Then we need a C, but we need a G note in that C, so in the right octave. So I can't do that with my low G, so I have to play the G as the third fret on the E string. So, a stranger. Now we've got a little bit of a problem because the chord we're playing is an E7th, but we have to add the G sharp note, which is the little finger on the E string. And then we can take the little finger off and the ring finger off, and then put the ring finger back on. So put all that together and the verse goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're playing the tune and playing chords at the same time. Chord melody, classic. Okay, then we get to the chorus, and then we get the strumming my pain as before, that A minor with the added C, because that's the note you need. Strumming my pain with this. Don't need to do anything except take your little finger off. And then we need a D minor but with an added G, third fret, E string, fingers then off, and then a G7, but we need to sing in my life. We need to over fret the third fret of the E string, singing my life with his words. So instead of playing a G7 in the chorus, first line of the chorus, instead of a G7, your best way is just to play a plain G, because you've got the notes there, and then to a C, you've got the E. Then we need to play a plain A minor if we're doing the chord melody, because we need that A note. We need E note. So you get that little finger ready to put on, but don't put it on straight away. Now we need a little trick because we're playing a D major, but we need to play it as a D6th before a D major. You can do it either way you like. We're going from a G, so you can either play it as a D like that and flatten your finger across onto the first string, or play it as a 4-bar. But either way, you're going to go to the plain D chord, 2-2-2-0, and then you're going to the second position, D, 2-2-2-5, because you need that top note, and that's the highest note in the melody. Right, so we've got killing me softly with his song, killing me. Now another little trick. We're going to a G, but we need a C natural note. So we suspend the fourth on the G softly, and we apply the same sort of trick to the next bit. So we actually play the G chord for a beat longer than we should. Killing me softly, killing me softly with his. We should be going to an F, but we stay on the G to get that B note. So his song. Then we go to the F chord with the A note on it. Telling my whole. And again, so telling my. You're staying on the F. Telling my whole life. So stay on the F for whole. And then go to a C5, which is 0033 to get that G note in. Telling my whole life with his words. You need an F with the added G, and then take it off. His words. And then we come to that B flat major 7 sharp 11, and the notes are already there because you need an E natural note and then a D. So we get with his song, and then the E note is there already. So what we've got is, run it through quickly, the chorus, 2, 3, 4. Takes a bit of work, but it rewards it. Okay, that is just about it. I think everything else is just a repeat of what's gone before. For those of you who already have the song sheet, there's a typo on it. In the third verse, he sang as if he knew me in all my dark despair. I've put an F chord over the second syllable of despair, and it should be a beat further back. It should be over dark. So just say that again. The first line of the third verse, the F chord should be on dark and not the second syllable of despair. Okay, that's about it.
Yep.
Now, if you want to replicate what Roberta Flack does, you can do an instrumental break, use the chords of the chorus of the instrumental break. Go listen to Roberta Flack's recording and you'll see what she does, a bit of vocal improvisation. And then when you get to the end of the song, you can either try a fade out, or if you don't want to fade out, end it on a D minor chord, because that works quite well. And that's about it.
It is.
Okay, so we'll do a play along for this over the weekend. We'll have another comic song for you on Friday, and we've got another 4 or 5 to go before we come out of lockdown on the 21st of June. So looking forward to seeing you for those. But you know what to do until we meet again. Stay safe, be kind to yourselves, look after each other. So it's goodbye from Pam.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Bye-bye, see you soon.